With the pressure of time and the flow of transactions, the traditional F&I interview process does not work as it may in the past. If you've been around F&I for a while, you probably remember the questionnaires and the customer surveys one had to go through during the interview process. The purpose of those questions was to set up customers for products. And although the intent might have been good, these questions backfired in many cases. When asking how many miles you drive per year or how long you plan to keep your vehicle, these are questions that are setting yourself up for natural sales resistance from your customer. These types of questions trigger the croc brain with internal questions. Why does he ask me that question? What does it matter? The primitive part of the brain, the information filter, does not like to deal with it. It perceives it as a threat and ignores anything you say after that. Here come the glazed eyes. Instead of conducting your interview as a data-gathering interrogation, look at it as an advantage to establish a true connection with your customer. This does not mean you're not going to ask questions. It simply means you're not going to ask product setup questions. We'll come back to the questions you do want to ask in a little bit. But first, let's cover the sequence of the conversation. Hopefully, you've already met your customer during the flyby, so the introductions are much easier. There's no need to have a salesperson do the intro. If it turns out to be the first time you meet the guest, make sure your salesperson doesn't introduce you as a cheesy clerk. You know, the guy who goes over the extended warranty intro. Remember, anything that's close to a sales pitch will be ignored by the croc brain. Customers do not like to wait. Remember, they simply want to bar scan their vehicle and leave. And they definitely do not want to come back to fix any paperwork. So time and convenience are very important to them. In describing your process, start with that. In most cases, your dealership will be doing the state paperwork, which means they do not have to spend time at the DMV office. This will save them miles of aggravation and certainly overcome any documentation fee that you're charging. It should sound something like this. Folks, my job consists of several parts. First, to take care of the state titling and registration paperwork, in order to save you time and aggravation of spending countless hours at the DMV. And second, to get you through this process as quickly as possible, so you can start enjoying your vehicle. Here are some of the questions you want to ask. Verification for titling and registration information. Verification of the credit application. Trade-in, title, and payoff information. Stipulations information, as needed. Credit-related questions, as needed. During this portion of the interview, you want to stay away from numbers, rates, and anything that can trigger the neocortex to go into paralysis of analysis. With that said, if you sense this could be a rate payment sensitive situation, you want to deal with that outside of your office and before you present the menu. In our next video, you'll learn how to do that. Your interview process should be quick and efficient. Depending upon your desking process, your interview will be completed with setting a time expectation or bringing the customer into your office. If you're setting a time expectation, make sure you underpromise and overdeliver. When your actions convince your customers that you have their best interest in mind, you care about their business and their time. You will connect with them faster and lower sales resistance. Remember, stay away from product setup questions. Start with what's important to your customer. What's in it for me? Ask questions related to the transaction and establish a time expectation.